live. Yeah, we going live. Hey, we going live. Yeah, we going live. Yeah, we going. Yeah, we going. Yeah, we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line. Hey.
Do we remember how to do this?
Yeah, I think we kind of do. Listen, it's like riding a bike, Jerry. Let's go. Let's go.
Hello, beautiful people.
Hello.
I am Jarrett the Football Genius Burgess.
I am Stephanie Fitzpatrick, a.k.a. the Advantage Coach.
And your eyes do not deceive you. We are back.
We're back, baby. We're back.
Now, while we are back on a different day at a different time, we are refreshed and rejuvenated and ready to get back to work.
Yeah.
We were, I know, well, I only speak for myself, but I feel like I can speak for you in this too.
Yeah.
We've certainly missed doing this over the past few weeks. If I remember correctly, it's been like a 5-week hiatus.
Yep.
We did leave you guys with content though. You know what I'm saying? So the only Friday that you missed us was this past Friday. So you have been able to hear our voices. And if you get the opportunity to, if you haven't already, go check out those episodes, those last 5 episodes where we did only Who's Really Right. And you guys go tell us who you think is really right.
Please and thank you.
But this is episode, what episode is this?
172.
172. I was struggling because I was like, I don't know when, you know.
Yeah, I think 171 was the last one.
Okay.
172.
You know what? That's right. Yes. 171 was the last one. This is episode 172 of the Field to the Real podcast. And we just gonna dive right into it because I'm anxious to get to this Who's Really Right. Steph, you sent me this graphic about 3 weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago.
Listen, y'all, so just so y'all know, like, even though we haven't been doing the podcast, every time I see something, I'll be like, dang it, that would have been a good. That's literally how we've been. So
I want to say that first week, you were like, why we had to be off during this time? Because it was so much to talk about.
So much to talk about.
If I remember correctly, KD asked for a trade right after we took the hiatus.
Yep.
It's just like, man, how you going to wait until...
Really, KD?
You know we do this podcast.
Really, KD? Thank you. But I sent you this about 3 weeks ago. I was like, I don't care when we go back. This
is going to be the first Who's Really Right.
Yes.
All right, so SportsCenter, ESPN SportsCenter put out this list of what they consider the top players under 25.
Yep.
And so the list, they did them in ranking, but they used dollar amounts to kind of confirm the ranking. So it was 25 players under 25, right?
Yeah.
So the first tier, those guys are worth $5. The second tier, they're worth $4. Third tier, worth $3, and so on and so forth, right? All the way down to $1.
Yep.
Now, the catch to this, and that's kind of obvious based off of the tiering, is that you only have $15 to work with to build what you consider a viable team.
Five players, not a whole team, y'all.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry, 5 players. It's starting 5.
So you're starting 5, yeah.
And so Stephanie and I thought this would be a great Who's Really Right, so we can build us a nice team. And then at the end, I'm going to analyze why my team is better. And what you guys can do is we'll post this graphic, and then you guys can agree or disagree or create your own team.
Yes, pick your own team. Like, we would really love to see what people think. First of all, even if you pick your own team, please tell us who you think has got a better team. Because that's the part right there.
That's the part right there.
Who's got a better team? That's really what we're looking for. If y'all want us to just be honest, that's what we're looking for.
And don't just look at her top 2 players and say she got a better team, because that's not fair.
Don't be trying to sway people.
I had to put a disclaimer on there. All right. So let's see. Ladies first. Right. What's your team looking like?
Okay. So since you're gonna analyze at the end, I will start off with the caveat of why I picked my team. Okay.
Okay.
So my goal was to find a team that was one versatile, because the NBA is no longer you play this position type of league, right? It's you play from 1 to 5 essentially.
Right.
And so I wanted a team that had some versatility. And then I also was looking for a team with a little bit of grit, a little bit of some that I felt like putting these 5 people together, they would go out and they would make each other better, and they would be so hungry for it that they would get it done. So here's my 5. First, Jason Tatum.
Okay.
And he can play 2 or 3. So
that's true.
Yeah. John Morant. We already know he is the Energizer Bunny, and then he will bring all the energy to everybody, and he makes people better. He can play 1 or 2. Jordan Poole, who we've had conversations about. I feel like he holds back because of Clay and Steph, but we've seen him go off when necessary.
Okay.
And he too can play 1 or 2.
Okay.
John Collins.
Okay.
Gotta get me a Hawkins. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
And so he is the most versatile of all, though, because he can play 3, 4, or 5. And then Jarrett Allen. I don't have to say nothing. He 5, but no words necessary.
Okay.
He does his thing. So I think that 5 could be pretty nasty.
No, that's a really good 5. No,
and I spent $15 on them. Thank you very much. I'm a good shopper, y'all, just so you know.
I feel like Jordan Poole shouldn't be $1. I feel like he probably should be in that $2 range.
He was $2. John Collins was
John Collins, I'm sorry.
John Collins was $1.
Okay, Jordan Poole was $2. I was looking at John Collins and thinking Jordan Poole. And so I was like, yeah, that's pretty low.
No,
okay,
Jordan was $2.
Jordan Poole is right where he's supposed to be.
Jackson was 5. John was 5.
Right.
Jordan was 2. John Collins was 1, and Allen was 2.
2, yeah.
Yep. So $15.
So 5, 5, 2, 2, 1.
Yep.
All right. So I'm going to give the caveat of I went for a team that I felt like would be a lot more cohesive. And so I don't have anybody from that $5 tier, which some people may disagree with. But listen to my team and listen to my rationale, and then you'll understand why I chose the players I chose. So as far as floor generals go, there's no mistaking that as a point guard, John Morant is the guy.
But he in the $5 category. So
he's in the $5 category. But right behind John Morant, LaMelo Ball. So, well, and this is what you have to remember. And I saw your face.
I'm trying to keep my together over here.
LaMelo Ball is a true floor general. John Morant is more of a hybrid, kind of like Allen Iverson was, a 2 playing the 1.
Yep.
You know, somebody who has the ball in their hand the entire time. But to me, what separates them and why I would choose LaMelo to start a team with over John Morant is because LaMelo is going to give me some grit on defense. And because of his size, he can defend bigger point guards. Right?
Okay.
So that's why my choice for that. I went with DeAndre Ayton as my other $4 person. I would play him at the 5 because he's so versatile. He's a 4, yes. Yeah. I would play him at a 5, kind of go small ball with it, right? Okay. So those are my 2 $4 guys. I'm at $8. $8.
$8. Stop.
All right, I'm sorry. So starting off with my $3 guys, because that's where I went next. I went with De'Aaron Fox, shooter.
Okay. Yes.
Tyler Hero, shooter.
Shooter. Yep.
Those two guys, I feel like, with LaMelo and the way that he creates, I know that De'Aaron can slash, but he's also a shooter. The way that LaMelo creates, I think that I would be putting up a lot of threes.
Okay.
Now, Tyler is going to play a little bit of defense. I don't know how much defense De'Aaron Fox is playing. And so at this point, I have to skip down to the $1 category and get a really young guy. And I decided to go with Cade Cunningham. And I feel like well-rounded, you know what I'm saying, team doesn't have the big name star like that $5 category, even though I feel like LaMelo, while he probably shouldn't be on that $5 category.
No, I was about to be like, bro, come on.
Not with those guys, not with Zion, you know what I'm saying, Trae Young, and but
I even got a problem with that, but you go ahead.
Who, Zion?
Mm-hmm.
You know, oh yeah, me too. Because I mean, I think this is, we're really just judging off potential and not like what we've necessarily seen.
Not from him. These other ones have proven themselves. But anyway, go ahead. But
so my team, I feel like I have a really balanced team. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying that to say like my team is more balanced than yours or anything like that. I think you did a really good job of spending your money.
Thank you.
Looking at it like you did a really good job of balancing out your team. I think Poole, even with $2, even with him being bumped up to that, and me thinking he was one, he's even a steal at $2.
Yeah.
So that does it. But yeah. Y'all let us know.
I mean, I like your logic. I like where you're going with your logic, the chemistry. And yes, about like your first three made a lot of sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like to put them together makes a lot of sense. Yeah. So we'll see. Y'all let us know, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm surprised because I just knew you were gonna pick your boy.
Who?
Luke.
So that is the only I was gonna have to give up. I was gonna have to give up picking between LaMelo and DeAndre to get Luka.
Yeah.
And so initially I was like, I'm gonna go Luka and a bunch of $2 and $1 players.
No, I really thought that's what you were gonna do. He was gonna be my I know Jared's picking him, so ain't no need to even. I knew.
Look, you know, you know your brother.
I do.
I tried to go unconventional after I thought about it. I was like, you know, I don't think Luka's going to give me enough on the defensive end. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? If I'm having to build a team and fill out a team, you know. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get it. That's why I thought the people, I think that's where the grit part for me comes in. Like these people I pick, I feel like, you know, John Collins and Jared, of course their defense is going to be stellar, right? Like, and Jordan Poole, he do he could step it up. Yeah. He do you know, he can step it up. John Morant is going to be, just
instant offense. Yeah.
So, yeah. But yeah, this was really fun, by the way.
I think you can
do this.
You can kind of help out John Morant by having Jared Allen. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? With some rim protection.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I think this is pretty sweet. This was really fun though.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like that.
Really
all of the things that taken to consideration was
No, this was really fun. So y'all let us know.
Yes.
Who's really right, please.
We're gonna post a graphic. You guys choose your own team.
Yeah, I'd love to see some other people's picks because I mean, this is one that you really got to think about.
Put the cameras on me. 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 Put the cameras on me.